Folks without dignity.
Hey, welcome back to another cooking video. You guys seem to really enjoy the last one, so I guess it's gonna be a thing now. So as the title suggests, we're making Chipotle at home, and the first thing you have to do is actually hours ahead of time, and we're doing a marinade just like last time. So I started off with 4 limes and cut them into quarters and juiced them into the marinade along with the rinds. With that, I added half the juice of an orange but did not include the rind. I happen to have half an onion lying around, so I diced it and added it to the orange and lime juice and the lime skin. And then I gave it a little toss because I thought it looked cool. From there, I minced 2 cloves of garlic and added those to the marinade, and as you can see, I didn't use the entire onion. I'd say more like 2/3 of it. From here was kind of just the free-for-all of spices. I used pepper, salt, Worcestershire sauce, some cumin, onion powder, the last of my paprika, and some chili flakes. That about wraps it up for the dry ingredients. From here, I hit it with a pretty decent amount of sriracha, and honestly, if I could do it again, I'd use a different hot sauce, or just more sriracha, or just substitute it with a pepper or something. Also, I know chronologically this doesn't make any sense, but just pretend after the sriracha, you hit it with a couple of tablespoons of vinegar. And back to reality. Next, you're going to add just enough olive oil, or Who's Chaos oil, rather, to make sure that all the chicken will be fully submerged in the marinade once it goes in. Speaking of, we're going to add all the chicken to the marinade. I use chicken thighs because I find that they're easier to grill as opposed to chicken breasts. Give it a good mix to make sure that all the chicken is fully coated and that none of it falls out of the bowl while you're trying to mix it. Wrap it up nice and tight in some saran wrap, which I finally invested in, and let it sit from anywhere from 2 hours to 2 days. I let it sit for about 7 hours while I went to the gym with Crispy.
I wonder if I can find it on Amazon for cheaper.
What are you considering right now?
So my ears have been clogged for about a month and a half, 2 months straight. Ever since I went to a concert, my ear has been fucked. So I went to 3 different doctors and none of them could help me. I found this in the store, $60. Unclog your ears naturally.
He's basically about to spend $60 on eardrops. On like really fancy eardrops.
It's a tube, you put it in your nose.
It's the only thing that seems to say, unclog your ears. I think it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the only thing that might work.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Mask off. Wow, wasn't that so much fun? Alright, let's make some rice. So I used a rice cooker because it's easy and makes really nice fluffy rice, but if you don't have one, just do the normal and boil 2 parts water to 1 part rice until you have rice. This is where I realized that I forgot to put cilantro into the rice, which Chipotle puts in, and since we're being authentic, I figured we had to. This is also where I realized that cilantro should not be steamed, but we'll come back to that later. Alright, well, on to bigger and better things. The marinade has to come out of the fridge and each individual piece of chicken out of the marinade so that they can warm up to room temperature. If we don't do this, the chicken would be raw in the middle and burnt on the outside, which is not what we want. Also, wait. Something's wrong here. Alright, that's much better. No, wait, no, hold on, one thing. Okay, there we go. How do I look? Good? Good? Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, so similarly to last video, we're going to need some pico de gallo, so we're going to start off by squeezing the remainder of the orange into a bowl. Going to also use the remainder of that onion I was talking about earlier, along with however much of a red onion this is. Now we got a bunch of tomatoes. Basically your preference to how much tomato you want in your pico de gallo. I think I went with 6? 6? Yeah, that looks like 6. Dice them into relatively large pieces and shave off whatever cilantro you have remaining. Dice it up and throw that in along with the tomatoes and onions. I pretty much did a repeat of the marinade with limes for the pico de gallo where I quartered them and squeezed them into the marinade, except I did not include the rind this time. There's also going to be a lot of excess lime juice, so you're going to have to dump the remainder. This is where I had to make a very important decision on whether or not to use 1 or 2 jalapenos because the guys in the house aren't huge fans of spice. Inevitably, I ended up using both, but I think it was kind of a waste because you really couldn't taste them. And now just get in there. Alright, and on to the second most important thing. Guacamole is actually pretty similar to Pico de Gallo as far as recipes are concerned, and please don't kill me for saying that, it's just something I've picked up on. Basically just substitute a couple of the tomatoes in for avocados, mash them up, and you've got guacamole. Alright, now that all the prep work is done, it is time to start grilling our meat. If you have any olive oil spray, I highly suggest using it here. I tried to wipe down the grill with olive oil beforehand, and the oil just fell into the fire, and, well, you can guess what happened. Regardless, you're going to want to set your grill or your cast iron skillet onto very high heat, and while that's heating up, heavily season your chicken with salt and pepper. When the grill is heated, and mind that piece of guacamole on my wrist, you can throw in your chicken, turning probably once every 2 minutes and flipping after 4, for a total of 8 minutes. And god damn if that chicken doesn't look good. When the chicken starts to feel firm to the touch, you know that it's done cooking, and honestly you probably want to pull it off a little bit before that because it's going to continue cooking as we set it on a wire rack for all the juices to drip off because we want a nice dry chicken. Once the chicken has rested long enough for some of the pieces to soak in or drip off all their juices, you can start by chopping the driest pieces of chicken first and putting them directly into a crock pot until you have all the chicken cut up. Basically the last thing you have to do is chop up a head of iceberg lettuce if you're a fan of that. Of course I am, because I'm not a fucking savage, so get on that. This is where I discovered that cilantro is not meant to be steamed or else you get this brown, burnt, soggy plant thing. If I could do this again, I would just put raw cilantro into the steamed rice, but I don't really care because it's time to eat. Then the last thing to do is set up a Chipotle style bar with sour cream and cheese and store-bought tortillas, because my budget didn't cover homemade.
I am a satisfied customer of Sanders Cooking.
Sanders Cooking Incorporated?
Please leave a like on the video. I am a satisfied customer.
Oh yeah, I also made beans, but I didn't film it because beans are pretty straightforward. And I also did some vlog footage because you guys requested that, so let's do that now.
They're so cute.
Is that what that was?
So cute. You look so nice in that chef costume.
Stop it.
Wow.
Oh.
Over my shirt. Lick it off.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Roll like a joint because you smoke so much weed, Crispy Conquest.
I used to work at Chipotle.
Did you really?
No.
I know exactly what he likes.
Oh, at Chipotle?
And I'm gonna make it perfectly.
Dude, look at these. You love these, dude.
What the fuck, Raj?
This is just for you.
What the fuck, Raj?
Nice and round, dude.
Hey, that's not bad.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
Sanda!
That's cuisine right there.
I want to hold the bottom when you do it.
That's the thumbnail, Crispy. You going...
Nice.
Where's the goddamn ketchup at?
Are you really throwing ketchup? It's made out of tomatoes. You practically have disassembled ketchup on the plate.
You should just stop cooking for Ted and just give him ketchup.
Yeah.
Make them
Or bacon. Give him bacon.
Yeah. Is it really?
Ted, you don't want to use the cutting board right there?
No.
Fuck no.
Cutting board.
Roger cut me hitting 300K on the way to the house.
Damn.
Wow.
No bullshit. I only had like 2 clips from it, and it wasn't like enough to actually like give it like a highlight. So I was like, I either need to throw it into a cinematic sequence and just like put it in there just as like, oh hey, sharp at 300K, or
He told me.
Chaos, what do you think?
Hey guys, the food's amazing. Sanders, wonderful job once again.
Stop it. Stop it, you.
Oh man.
Satisfied customer.
You gonna go stream? Chelsea, what do you think of the food?
I loved it. As you can see, I'm already done eating.
Aww.
It's delicious. Big fan.
Sharp?
This food is shit, but kids in Africa are starving, so. Oh my god. Obviously.
Man, fuck you. Sharp, what's going on here?
I'm tired of all these motherfuckers.
I thought it was shit.
I gotta feed the flies in my room.
They're paid actors.
Yeah.
They need crafty, bro.
Yeah. I think they all died.
Oh.
Is it bad if all the actors die on your set?
You lose a lot of money, you're gonna get sued. You're fucked.
Hope they don't have good fly lawyers. Those motherfuckers are dead.
you were too
tired to drink a
See,
drink.
but I would have just finished it in the car on the way home.
I always
You know how many days of my life I've been too tired to finish a movie? Not a fucking day.
Oh, I'm disgusting. How do chefs keep this shit clean? Roger,
Yes.
how was the food?
It was amazing. The Chipotle is honestly probably my favorite that you've made. And
That's why I made it twice.
And it's been great both times. So
Oh, Roger, you're too kind. And now I'm gonna ask Gon, and I feel like he's gonna say something different.
probably some dumb shit.
So we're gonna pan over to Gon here. Gon, what did you think of the food?
Well, first off, let me put this out of the shot. I'm gonna be honest. It was good. Then I started thinking about Razumdar. Had a little flashback. I had to stop eating. You know exactly why.
Yeah. You ever hear the story about
The
Don in the
fuck?
cow restaurant?
In the cow
There's
restaurant?
pictures of cows on the wall. He got sad and stopped eating the hamburger.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yes. Okay. It was in New York. It was in New York.
Zinburger.
And there was this fancy burger place, and I got this fucking burger.
You said Zimburger.
Zinburger.
Zimburger.
He said.
And I was eating, I look over, and there's a bunch of cows running in the field. It made me think about that commercial with the cow and the long hair. I don't know what commercial it is. And I just got sad, and I just didn't eat it. I took like a bite of it. Happened twice.
It's already
I
dead.
tried it. Yeah, but fucking, I couldn't eat it.
These slippers make you sad.
So you're saying he died for no reason?
Alright, well.
I didn't kill him.
That. Yo, I forgot I was wearing the stupid hat. I forgot.
Pico.
No, I'm gonna wear it. Look how stupid I look. Alright, well that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh yeah, I also made beans, but I didn't film it because beans are pretty straightforward. What the fuck was that?